Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Death Dhamma podcast. Here I am, Margaret Meloni, and today we are going to consider together a passage from the Pali Canon from Samyutta Nikaya 36.6, Sallatha Sutta, or the arrow. And you may have heard this or excerpts from it, and it addresses the way in which sometimes we cause ourselves suffering. And I thought that would be a nice sutta for us to consider together today. And so I begin. Monks, an uninstructed run-of-the-mill person feels feelings of pleasure, feelings of pain, feelings of neither pleasure nor pain. A well-instructed disciple of the noble ones also feels feelings of pleasure, feelings of pain, feelings of neither pleasure nor pain. So what difference, what distinction, what distinguishing factor is there between the well-instructed disciple and the uninstructed run-of-the-mill person? And the monks answer him, "For us, Lord, the teachings have the Blessed One as their root, their guide, and their arbiter. It would be good if the Blessed One himself would explicate the meaning of this statement. Having heard it from the Blessed One, the monks will remember it." So basically they're saying, well, you tell us. You tell us what you mean, and then we'll remember it. That's what they're saying. And then he replies, "In that case, monks, listen and pay close attention. I will speak." "As you say, Lord," the monks respond to the Buddha. The Blessed One said, "When touched with a feeling of pain, the uninstructed run-of-the-mill person sorrows, grieves, and laments, beats his breast, becomes distraught. So he feels two pains, physical and mental." Okay, that might sound familiar to you. If you've ever heard somebody say that, you're causing yourself extra pain and extra suffering, or maybe somebody's talked to you about the two-pronged arrow, that's what we're getting to right here. So he feels two pains, physical and mental, just as if they were to shoot a man with an arrow and right afterward were to shoot him with another one, so that he would feel the pains of two arrows in the same way. When touched with a feeling of pain, the uninstructed run-of-the-mill person sorrows, grieves, and laments, beats his breast, becomes distraught. So he feels two pains, physical and mental. And we know this, but knowing it doesn't make it easy. When you have pain, or you're ill, you break something, or you're extremely upset or sorrowful over something, it is hard not to have the original pain and then being upset about the original pain or being upset about the condition. That's what it is to be human. And so this is what it means when you hear about that two-pronged arrow or being shot with two arrows. As he is touched by that painful feeling, he is resistant. Any resistance obsession with regard to the painful feeling obsesses him. Touched by that painful feeling, he delights in sensuality. Why is that? Because the uninstructed run-of-the-mill person does not discern any escape from painful feeling aside from sensuality. As he is delighting in sensuality, any passion obsession with regard to that feeling of pleasure obsesses him. He doesn't discern, as it comes to be, the origination, passing away, allure, drawback, or escape from that feeling. And as he does not discern the origination, passing away, allure, drawback, or escape from that feeling, then any ignorance obsession with regard to that feeling of neither pleasure nor pain obsesses him. All right, I don't know, I guess for a minute there, because I'm just human, I'm just a run-of-the-mill person, there you go, that phrase, run-of-the-mill person. But when we compare ourselves to the advancement of an arhat or the Buddha and others who, might be farther along the path, I guess it's not unfair to say run-of-the-mill, right? In some of our vocabularies, that's not a compliment. But you know what? It's not meant to be a compliment. It's meant to just say, if this is where you are, this is what you will experience. And so I am just a run-of-the-mill person, and I do have days where I experience both those arrows. All right, let's go on though. Sensing a feeling of pleasure, he senses it as though joined with it. Sensing a feeling of pain, he senses it as though joined with it. So whatever we're sensing, we think it's part of us. We think it's us. It is part of our self. And that's a challenge, whether it's, we're attaching ourselves to something that's a good feeling, so to speak, or pain. Sensing a feeling of neither pleasure nor pain, he senses it as though joined with it. This is called an uninstructed run-of-the-mill person. Thank you. There we are. There I am. Joined with birth, aging, and death. Oh, there we go. The things that truly bring about our suffering, right? With sorrows, lamentations, pain, distresses, and despairs. He is joined with suffering and stress. Yes, you know what? This is what we're working on. This is what the Buddha came to teach, suffering and the release from suffering. And when we are at a certain level, humans in the world, run of the mill, we are joined with suffering and stress. It is part of our lives. Now, the well-instructed disciple of the noble ones, when touched with a feeling of pain, does not sorrow, grieve, or lament, does not beat his breast or become distraught. So he feels one pain, physical, but not mental. Just as if they were to shoot a man with an arrow, and right after did not shoot him with another one. So there's no second arrow when an advanced monk or disciple feels the pain, but doesn't add on additional pain, additional mental anguish. As he is touched by that painful feeling, he is not resistant. No resistance obsession with regard to the painful feeling obsesses him. And so he recognizes, ouch, I have pain, but he doesn't try to replace that pain with the idea of something better or remembering feeling better or longing for a better feeling. That's, we're talking about, when we're talking about sensuality here, we're not just talking about something sexual. We're talking about things that feel good to the body and to emotionally too. So because the well-instructed disciple of the noble ones discerns an escape from painful feeling aside from sensuality, so there's another way. It doesn't have to be about obsessing about feeling better or that time when somebody put ice on something that hurt you or that time when you felt perfect or any of that. He discerns as it has come to be, the origination passing away, allure, drawback, and escape from that feeling. As he discerns the origination, passing away, allure, drawback, and escape from that feeling, no ignorant obsession with regard to that feeling of neither pleasure nor pain obsesses him. So basically, he feels the pain. He knows the pain is there. He isn't looking for something sensual, some better feeling or better thought. He's not grasping onto anything like that to make it go away. He's just acknowledging, I'm sensing this feeling of pain. I feel this pain. Also, so sensing a feeling of pleasure, he is disjointed from it. He's not thinking, ooh, here's something good that has come along and this good thing is me. I am part of this good thing. Sensing a feeling of neither pleasure nor pain, he senses it disjointed from him. This is called a well-instructed disciple of the noble ones, disjoined from birth, aging, and death, from sorrows, lamentations, pains, distresses, and despairs. He is disjoined, I tell you, from suffering and stress. And that's what we're working on. And again, it isn't necessarily easy. It's one thing for me to sit here and read this to you, but if I get up across the room and stub my toe, you can bet that in that moment I'm going to feel very much joined to the pain of stubbing my toe. I'm going to feel the stubbing of my toe, and then I'm probably going to do something emotionally or mental that will be along the lines of, I can't believe you did that, or what's wrong with you, or something, or why did that have to happen? I'm particularly sensitive about stubbing my toes. This is why. And so I'm going to have that second arrow. And I'm going to feel like this stubbed toe is pointing me. I'm not going to be disjoined. Or maybe now that I've called this out, if I stand up, walk away, and stub my toe, I will handle it differently because I just said that to all of you, right? So this is the difference. This the distinction. This the distinguishing factor between the well-instructed disciple of the noble ones and the uninstructed run-of-the-mill person. The discerning person learned doesn't sense a mental feeling of pleasure or pain. This is the difference in skillfulness between the sage and the person run-of-the-mill. For learned persons who has fathomed the Dhamma, clearly seeing this world and the next, desirable things don't charm the mind. Undesirable ones bring no resistance. His acceptance and rejection are scattered, gone to their end, do not exist. Knowing the dustless, sorrowless state, he discerns rightly, has gone beyond becoming to the further shore. And on that further shore, he either does not stub his toe, or if he does, he doesn't get upset about it. Okay, my friends, that's our thoughts for the week. Thank you for being here. I've got books for you, starting with Carpooling with Death, How Living with Death Will Make You Stronger, Wiser, and Fearless, the book that got me going and helped me to discuss going through the death of my loved ones, followed by Sitting with Death, Buddhist insights to help you face your fears and live a peaceful life, based on Season 1 of the Death Dhamma podcast. And just recently, Enlightenment Unleashed, how your pet can lead you to spiritual transformation, because during our lifetime, we may see the rising and ceasing of many pets, and we love them like they are our family. Find these on Amazon.com or come see me at MargaretMeloni.com. You've been listening to the Death Dhamma podcast with your host, Margaret Meloni. Thank you so much for being here. Come find me on MargaretMeloni.com, MargaretMeloni.com. And until we meet again, may you be well, may you be happy, may you be at ease, and may you be free from suffering. Bye for now.